Let me talk to you. Yeah. What's up, folks? This is Jeff with District of JTT. Hold on a sec. What's up, bro?
What's going on?
No, I'm live right now.
Been waiting for like 12 minutes.
I was waiting for you. I thought you were going to call me back.
I missed your call, but I was on the thing.
Okay, my bad, bro. No, I just caught that right now. I'm live right this second, bro. No problem.
Are we going to talk on the phone sometime or not?
We want to talk on the phone. Well, we could do that too. We could talk on the phone. I got your loudspeaker, so why not?
I'll go chime in. Let me know when you're done. We'll talk.
No. Like we could do this live right now. You can talk while we do live. It's no problem. It's not a problem.
I was talking about private, but I'm going private.
Oh, you mean private? Oh, we can talk private later on. No question about it. I talk.
All right, let me go on there. It says I'm coming. It don't even say you're on. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, like I say, either A, you can talk on the phone, or B, you could do the comments. How you want?
On your video.
Okay, like I say, you want to do the comments? You want, or come on, we could do like a FaceTime type of thing, or okay. Oops, that man was. He's my best friend from New York. I know this guy for over 20 years. When it comes to wrestling, he's like almost like a wrestling encyclopedia of wrestling. That man I was talking to. His name is no problem, Russ. No problem. This man known as the horror guy for life. He's my best friend. I know for over 20 years from New York. He's live from New York. He's actually live from New York. Name is Wrestlemania. What's up? He's aka the horror guy for life. And today, folks, we can talk about Wrestlemania. As you can tell, in case you don't know, yeah, I got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Oh yeah. And we're gonna talk about night one of WrestleMania. I know, Russ. Okay, first we're gonna talk about Jey Uso versus Gunther. Okay, I just saw the match where I think it was Jimmy trying to fight Gunther, and Gunther unfortunately took the brakes off him. But I know, thanks, Russ. But yeah, Russ got me for the record, folks. This is what Russ got me for Christmas, though, 2 Christmas ago. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. But going back to night one for WrestleMania, it's going to be Gunther versus Jey Uso. Dude, this is what Jey got to. He got to do it for his brother. Jimmy got the brake spin off him, and the worst part, Jey got restrained. He got the special straps, the restraint straps, the ties that's tied to the ring, and Gunther beat the brakes off his brother. He beat his brother bloody, and Jey could not do a thing. That is going to do something to Jey. I mean, it's better that Gunther beat up his brother, but beat his brother bloody. He not only wore his brother's blood on him, he takes his blood. What type of sick animal Gunther think he is? He thinks that's going to mess up Jey. He thinks that's going to make Jey whimper. No, I'm sorry. If you beat the brakes off of someone's brother, play with the blood, and taste it, I'm sorry. Gunther, you call yourself the ring general, but you got to bring out the savage out of Jey Uso. The main event is going to go savage on you, Gunther. For starters, hold on a sec. Oh, crap. Hold on. Rush back, call me again. I wonder what the heck happened. Hold on a sec. Not what I wanted. My phone's misbehaving again. And my phone's dim. What's going on? Phone's super dim. Yo, what's up, bro?
I was going to watch myself on the phone, see if it works.
No, here's the thing. I have to invite you on Facebook so you can see me. Give me a few seconds to get on Facebook real quick, bro. Give me a few moments. Yeah, I didn't know.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Okay. Give me a moment.
It's jam. It's like 2 different sounds. It's like 5 seconds apart.
I know. Trust me. I know. It's a pain in the neck. Oh, where you at? Hold on. Are you serious? Come on. Like I said, I swear. Okay, good. Hang on. I got you right now. You still there, bro? Okay, hold on, bro. Hold on. Hang on tight, Russ. I didn't forget you. Get over here quick. Okay, invite. Guess. Here we go. Copy. Hold on. Russ, get ready. Boom. Okay, here we go. And okay, hopefully we get to see Russ here. Like I said, this man is a walking encyclopedia when it comes to wrestling. He knows a lot of things about shows, events, and all that. He's been to quite a few of them. He's been to quite a few of them. Ooh. See, well, I gotta wait for him to come up. I'm gonna talk about a little bit but as I said before, Gunther bloody Jimmy Uso in front of Jay. And Jay was restraining the ropes, can't move, can't do a thing. And guess what? Gunther may be the ring general, but he bring out the Savage out of main event Jay Uso. That is a promise. Another one to talk about is Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Now, don't get me wrong. Naomi is one tough cookie, but we talk about Jade Cargill. She's a storm of anger and rage. Jade is strong, fast, tough. Hold it. We need to connect the. Okay, what the? David, okay, this.
Following me.
Okay, I can hear you though. I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. I can hear you fine. I hear you fine.
Can you hear me?
Perfect. I hear you perfect. Don't worry about it. I hear you perfectly, bro. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Horror Guy for Life, aka Mr. Wrestlemania. He's a wrestling encyclopedia, also one of my best friends for over 20 years. When it comes to wrestling, he's your guy.
Yep.
Okay, first I want to talk about one of the matches, Jey Uso versus Gunther. I saw the match where Jimmy tried to fight Gunther and Gunther beat him. And worse part when main event Jay tried to help him, Gunther restrained him with some type of those zip ties. It's a zip tie, it's a big zip tie.
Yeah, the cops use that. The cops use that for like substitute handcuffs.
Exactly, and he did that to Jey Uso. Well, Gunther not only beat Jimmy bloody, he wiped Jimmy's blood all over himself and tasted his blood. I know that's going to do something to Jey Uso. You're not going to tell me that people think that that's going to break main event Jey Uso. That's not going to break him, bro. That's going to bring out that savage in him. That's going to bring out the savage. Like main event Jey Uso's go savage mode on the ring general. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
My thoughts are exactly this. It's going to be a hell of a match at WrestleMania.
Oh, no question about it. Like I said, I don't know who's going to win. I'm not going to lie.
I can tell you, Jay's going to win that title.
I'm pulling for Jay. I'm pulling for Jay all the way. I'm pulling for Jay. Plus, there's no way. It's not going to be no wrestling match. I promise you, bro. It's not going to be no wrestling match. There'll be no wrist lock. There could be no toe holds. No, it's going to be a slugfest. I'm sorry.
It's going to be ugly as Vicky. It's going to be as ugly as Vicky Stacks.
What?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no. I don't want the image in my head. Don't get me kicked off on YouTube.
That's why I'm keeping it clean. That's why I'm keeping it clean as I can.
No. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, too. Woo! Okay. We're up to a great start. Another match we're going to talk about.
It's TV mature. Let's just put it that way.
No, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. By the way, you like my background, bro? The American flag?
Yep.
I'm loving it. Like
Great
I said,
to be an American.
Yep. I'm like, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little plug. We got a president we could be proud of.
Yes. Okay, but next match I'm going to talk about before we get too off topic is Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a fight.
All I know is that I saw like it got emotion between Naomi and Bianca because Bianca knew something was wrong. She's wondering what happened to Jay Cargill, and rumor has it that she figured like,
This is some of Naomi's best work, I think, honestly.
oh, I agree. Everybody was fooled. I'm not gonna lie, including me. Then I was thinking, there's no way because like, because I think like one or two people may have done it, but Naomi is like the last person I thought of it to best. I'm thinking, oh snap! And
Like
Bianca,
I didn't think she'd be good as a heel. She's doing great, actually.
no, she's doing fantastic, bro.
But my pick is going to be Jay Cargill.
Oh no kidding. But my point though, but going back, the emotions pouring up between Naomi and Bianca. Bianca was hurting. She was so shocked that
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? Rikishi and The Rock. I did it for The Rock.
Or don't worry, bro. I'm gonna say this though. We're gonna circle back. I'm gonna go back to that situation, but I'm gonna take that with dead last. I thought about that too. Trust me, I'm really on that one. But to go back to Naomi and Jay Cargill, my money is on Jay Cargill because she has a lot to prove. She got screwed up being a tag team champ because of Naomi. Naomi snuck in and pretty much took it from her.
Right.
But I agree with you, bro. It's going to be Jay Cargill all the way. It's going to be a heck of a fight, no matter what. Regardless, it's going to be one heck of a fight. Now you have the War Raiders versus New Day. I'm sorry, the New Day. Please.
Third joke. You know who my pick is.
I'll give you a clue.
Yep. You and I both got to experience that them wrestle in person how many times?
Woo!
Phenomenal matches every time.
No question about it. Here's the thing, like, don't be wrong. I know the War Raiders were tough, no question about it. But lately, they look more serious than ever.
Yeah, they both came back from big time injuries. You know?
No question. And now they're hungrier than ever. And they got the titles.
Right.
And New Day try to take it. Here's the thing. My money's gonna go on the War Raiders because they don't have Biggie as their backup. I still think what they did to Biggie, the New Day, the New Day did to Biggie was foul. So without Biggie as backup, War Raiders gonna keep their titles.
Absolutely.
Okay, next here is the four-way dance for the IC title. It's gonna be Rey Mysterio. Not that one. It's gonna be Rey Mysterio versus Grande Americano. You heard this guy, Grande Americano?
Jack Gable. Jack Gable. I'm sorry. I sneezed. My bad. Jack Gable.
Holy crap! No. You know what? It just dawned to me. Like you said it. I thought you was pulling my leg. I had to stop. I go like, oh shoot! And I realized, I go like, okay, I get it. And I'm going like, this will be interesting. We're gonna see if this is Grande Americano has the chance to be a luchador.
Still gonna be a good match either way.
No, I agree. But in terms of, if it's classic, like mat wrestling, if the person had to be who I think it is, it could be towards the guy's favor when it comes to playing classic luchador wrestling. It's Ray all day, on Sundays included.
Absolutely.
No question about it. Like I said, Rey Mysterio, but the moment you said it, cough like, I go like, I had to think about it. It's like, oh shoot, not gonna lie, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Now you have Mr. L.A. Knight, versus the Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
The Samoan Werewolf, yes.
Like I said, I don't like the odds against LA Nuts because the Samoan Werewolf is nothing to joke with. The guy's like, he's a juggernaut. The guy's a total juggernaut.
Bro, Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles could see who's winning that title.
Like I said, I don't get me wrong. I like LA Knight. I love to put for him.
Yeah.
But if I'm a betting man, though, like as much as I want to see LA Knight, like I said, problem is though that he's going against the Werewolf unless LA Knight has a silver bullet. And I agree with you.
I'll put it this way: saying LA Knight's going to retain is like saying that Vicky Stacks is beautiful.
I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Who's Vicky Stacks?
I think I'm saying her name right. That's what's his face's ex.
Oh, it sounds like a porn star. You said like Vicky Stacks. You mean X?
Oh, God. Don't say porn star and that pig's name and say, ugh.
Okay, no.
I'll never watch porn again now. You're right.
No, fake. You said, it sounds like you said Stacks.
Isn't her last name Stacks? Stagg or something like that?
Not Stacks.
I think I'm saying her name right.
No, I always thought it's not Stacks. I think it's something else. Okay, I remember it is now. I'm not gonna say her last name. I'm not gonna say. I know who she is, and I'm not gonna say her last name. I'm not gonna spell her last name, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not with a K. It's not with a K. It's another letter, but it's not a K. I promise you. But I know who you're talking about.
I didn't say K. I said G.
Okay, that's correct. That is correct.
Stacks, whatever the hell her name is. Yeah.
But the way it sounds like with a K. I'm like, what the heck? But I know what you're talking about. But long story short, though, Jacob went to the Samoan way with got this one here. Now, this one you gotta like, Russ, because it involves your favorite subject, blondes.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
Well, you already know who I'm going for.
Let me see your future wife.
It's movie time. Yeah. It's Tiffany time. I'll keep it clean.
No.
You know what I like to say, but I'm not going to say it.
I know. My thing is this though: if the last few times those two talked to each other, it got personal. They had to bleep it out, and I had to.
Yeah, I've had enough of Charlotte, man. Enough's enough with her already.
And here's the thing: apparently the crowd had enough of it too. They started booing the crap out of her and chanting Tiffany.
Look, I'm not going to wish her death. I'm not going to send her death threats like some of these idiots. But nah, enough's enough. You know.
Well, like I said though, like here's the funny part. Like I said, I love to get Charlotte, but the things like, can you find somebody else? Can you find somebody else other than Charlotte?
Yeah, I know. I'd rather watch Juan dressed up in a bikini. Oh, that's way too much. That's way too far. Never mind.
Excuse me.
That's way.
Dude, what's wrong?
Juan, if you're watching this, bro, which you're probably not, I'm kidding, bro.
You trying to get me something guidelines? What?
No, I'm trying to get your ratings. I'm trying to make you laugh.
Trying to make me sick
or
too.
Views, whatever.
No. Dude, what's me next? The rhino noise?
Oh God, how can I forget that? I'll never forget that crap. Jeff goes and hides in his damn. You go hide in your blanket, your sleeping bag, and I'm out there by myself. Bandit ship. Wanda, I'm sorry, Jeff abandoned ship.
Okay, I'm not going into that detail because Wanda go like, brah. I'm like, okay.
God, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. He comes walking out with his damn boxers on and short ass boxers. I said, "You want a cigarette?"
All knows like I gotta keep it short and sweet with this here. Only thing is like Russ is a big guy. He's a big dude. He's about like 6'6" or 6'7". He's a big dude.
I'm 6'5". I'm not 6'7". I'm 6'5".
Dude, you're not exactly a little person, bro. You're tall.
I'm not. I'm not saying I'm short, but I'm 6'5". I'm just correcting you.
No. I'm not upset about that. My point being, like, you don't skate easy. This man don't skate easy for crap. Let's just say this is the only time I saw a look of horror on his face. And it looks like he's in the middle of a horror movie about to get killed. That's the only thing I was
scared. I was mortified. I was grossed.
Okay, let's keep
let's go back to WrestleMania. I don't want to go from WrestleMania to Barfomania. Sorry.
Okay, but going back to Tiffany and Charlotte Flair. Bottom line, it got personal between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany to where they had to bleep some things out. I'm going like, and then for one piece together, it's like, okay, she going out with this person, and Charlotte Flair is accusing this person DMing her. I'm going like, okay, so what? Because Charlotte is single and also she think everybody wants her? I don't know. I want to part of that action. But
well, she's only had like a million surgeries on her freaking face. She's ridiculous now.
Oh, trust me, bro. Drop the surgery. I see women looking way worse than her. Let's say like that.
Yeah, like Vicky Stacks.
Who? Never mind.
Like Vicky Stacks. I'm going there because I can't stand there.
But my point is that in terms of who got picked, I'm not gonna say people say it'll be Charlotte Flair. They think that she's a favorite, but I still say it's gonna go to Tiffy for the simple reason why Tiffy's gonna get it. It's Tiffy time. Simple as that. Don't you agree?
It's definitely Tiffy time.
It's definitely Tiffy time. Okay, and then last part, the main event for night one is a three-way dance. Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, versus Rollins, the visionary, versus CM Punk. And bro, this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy.
Yeah, and you know who my pick is for that?
CM Punk?
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm conflicted.
I couldn't be any more happy for him getting his main event. He deserves it. That's all he wanted, and he finally got it.
He did. I agree. He never did. If I heard correctly, he never got his main event at WrestleMania.
I mean, he's had main event matches at WrestleMania, like main event caliber, but he was never the one to close the show. Like when he did WrestleMania 29 at MetLife, him and Taker was main event, but that wasn't the close. That wasn't the show closer. John before he became Bald Cena against the Croc. They were the closer.
I'll put it this way though, bro. I'm doing something special that pertains to John Cena and the Croc. And I do it like piece by piece. Hopefully I should have it done within 1-2 days. I'll put it together. I'm probably gonna show you first, then I'll tell you, and then I'll leave you to tell me what you think of it. Then I'm gonna post it on YouTube, X, Facebook, and I'm gonna dare John Cena and The Rock to say something about it.
What are they wearing, dresses?
They did. Technically, they did already. Technically, they did already. John Cena did for Saturday Night Live, and so did The Rock. Ironically enough, they did already.
Right. That's true. That is true.
Seriously, they did. I'm going like, yeah, you call yourselves guys masculine, but you wore dresses on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, sure, right. You sold out your manhood card a long time ago. Thank you very much. But basically, it turns out that three-way match between, oh shoot, Russ. Oh crap! Hold on. Copy. Paste. Yeah, and I don't know how about lost Russ. I don't know how or why. Okay, I think he had to go. That's what it was. Yeah, Russ had to step away for a few moments. Gotta let him know. Okay, my bad. Yeah, like I said, I want to say CM Punk. I also want to say Roman Reigns. I think the top two guys that going to win is either CM Punk and Roman Reigns, period. But since CM Punk never had a WrestleMania, now I got a chance to hell out WrestleMania in the Lord knows how long, and he's going to be a closer, I say, why not? Okay, next is Night 2. You got it's for the Women's Tag Team Championship. It's going to be Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Like I said, you got Liv Morgan, who's a bit psychotic these days, and Raquel Rodriguez provides the brute force. You got Bayley with a lot of experience, and Lyra Valkyria with the youth and energy. So who's going to win? That's going to be a tough call. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be a tough call. But I have to give the edge to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez because there's a very good chance that Dominic Mysterio would interfere. Just say. And God forbid if Bayley and Lyra Valkyria loses, and I'm like I said, you could call me on, you could say I'm dead wrong. I say Bayley turns on Lyra Valkyria, and these two gonna have a feud. I'm calling it. And before I forget, any WWE wrestler out there who sees this, I want to hear from you. You heard me. Any WWE wrestler, especially involved in WrestleMania, if they had the time, I want to hear from you. LA Knight, I want to hear from you. Yeah. CM Punk, I want to hear from you. Roman Reigns. I want to hear from you. Who else I want to hear from? Main event, hold a sec.
Jeff.
You all right, bro? You all right, bro?
Yeah, it booted me out.
No, I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. You still there, bro?
Are you there?
I'm still here, bro. I'm still here. I'm still here.
This is the Rough, the most electrifying fan of all fantainment.
You mean the People's Croc?
Yeah, can we go back to where we were at before we got cut out?
I think we're talking about Roman Reigns versus Rollins versus CM Punk. You're calling CM Punk to be the winner. I'd say, like, for me personally, it'd be between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I think I'll lean more towards Punk because I think he's way overdue.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Punk in my book.
Because he's overdue. Okay, now we finish with night one. We go to night number two. We're going to talk about, this is going to be the Women's Tag Team Championship, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the title.
That's a hard one for yours, surely, over here.
I'm going to go to the line and say that.
Because I love all four women, and I've met two out of the four.
You met Bayley. I think you met Bayley.
I've met Bayley, and I've met Liv many times.
That I believe. Yes. The other two you didn't.
I've yet to get flat chest Raquel. I don't got her yet. And I don't have Lyra Valkyria yet. Who's somebody I want.
But my thing is this, though, that my money is this. I'm going to say that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez is going to keep the belt because my guts tell me that I think Dominic might interfere.
I definitely agree. I think Liv and Raquel is going to keep the championships.
Because I have a gut feel that Dominic might interfere. But I go one step further. Let's say that Bayley and Lyra don't win. Bayley turns on Lyra, beat the brakes off of her. Then these two have a feud. Am I right or wrong?
That's a possibility. I mean, she is the women's intercontinental champion. From one intercontinental champion to another, because as you know, I'm an intercontinental champion. I have my belt sitting right here.
Right.
The classic 80s intercontinental championship.
Right. The reason I say that because, like, if I heard correctly, though, when Lyra Valkyria beat Bayley for that belt, Bayley did not want to shake her hand at first. And it's kind of weird that all of a sudden now she didn't shake her hand at first.
Yeah, a reluctant handshake and then a hug.
Exactly. But like my feeling is that if they lose, don't be surprised if Bayley turns on Lyra Valkyria and they have a blood feud after WrestleMania. That's my prediction right there. I may be wrong, but I'm going with what I think it might happen.
You may be onto something there, Jeffer.
I pay attention to things. This one here, this guy here, I think this guy's your favorite. You got Braun Breaker. He's your boy. The guy is like chip off the old block from his dad. I mean, the guy's a beast. Holy moly.
That fatal four-way intercontinental championship is going to be great.
It's going to be sick. You got to have Braun Breaker. You got Dominic Mysterio versus Penta and Finn Balor. Bro, it's going to be insane. It's going to be
These are my picks. I like Braun Breaker, but these are my picks.
Right.
I like Penta, so that's something I can't go against Penta. I like Dom, so I can't go against Dom. And I like Finn, so I'm not going to go against Finn. But if I have to pick one, obviously you have to only pick one. Unless you're China and Chris Jericho, where there was co-champions, which is not in this case.
Yep. Or RVD
I'm going to pick Finn Balor.
Like I said, I agree. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard pick out of the four.
I'm gonna have to go either Finn Balor or Penta. That's my two, but mainly Finn Balor.
Okay, if I'm gonna pick out of the two, it's gonna be Braun Breaker. The guy's like unstoppable. Once he gets moving,
the guy's a genetic fucking freak. I'm sorry, the guy's a genetic freak. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Like I said, no, it's okay. The guy, like you said, he's a genetic freak. He got speed. He got power.
And he's a Steiner. He's a Steiner. People got to realize he's a Steiner.
Duh. That's all I'm saying. Duh.
No, bro. I was literally going back and forth with somebody during the week. Oh, they're not related to the Steiner. I'm like, are you stupid? Yes, he is. Look at him. Look how he sounds.
You're kidding me.
He sounds like Scott Steiner more than he does Rick. Are you kidding me?
Yep. I mean, the guy
that's not him. He's not related to the Steiner. I mean, yes, he is.
God, whoever said it got to sit down and be quiet. Come on.
No, I'm serious. The dude's like Oh, he's not related to the Steiner brothers. I mean, yes, he is.
He's the son of one of them. Come on.
Right. That's like saying. I guess I'm going to use it because I still stand by this guy because I don't believe that he did this at all. That's like saying Chris Benoit's son is not Chris Benoit's son when it looks exactly like his father.
Yes. But my point though, if I got to pick the top two guys, it's going to be either Braun Breaker. Penta, here's the thing. Penta got some insane moves. Penta got some insane moves. No question. Oh, trust me. Like I said, like my thing I find funny though that the last promotion should have done a lot better to try to keep those two. You let two all-stars leave. What's wrong with them? But that's an argument for another day for that promotion. That's an argument for another day.
Yeah, this is WWE. Let's not talk about the dying bush leagues of wrestling. But yes, I get what you're saying.
Dying, yes, dead, no. But that's besides the point. Now you have AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, versus Logan Paul. That should be a ridiculous match.
That's going to be a very good match. My prime maker. That's my prime guy.
Well,
I love that drink.
I'm this way though. And much of people hate on Logan Paul. You gotta get the devil his due. This guy got some insane talent.
This guy reminds me of Kurt Angle without the Olympic gold medalist. He's learned so quickly and came up so fast already.
Yes, he's a natural. Am I right or wrong? He's a natural when it comes to this.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like almost impossible. Like the short amount of time the guy been with the company, the guy learned so much and advanced so quickly. It's almost terrifying.
Yeah, Kurt Angle won all three titles. Well, I'm sorry. Kurt Angle won like 3 major titles within 11 months. He won the Intercontinental title, he won the European title, and then he won the WWF title.
No question about it. He's Grand Slam winner, basically. He's a Grand Slam winner, if I'm correct.
Yes, as far as those 3 major titles go. Well, they technically count as the tag title as the Grand Slam, but as far as single titles go, yeah.
But in terms of AJ Styles, I'm not gonna lie, I'm stuck. I'm gonna say flip a coin at this point because it's hard to say like, well, he's gonna win. It's hard to say, well, just Logan Paul. It's hard to say just AJ because these guys. Let's just say you're gonna be dizzy watching it because the action's gonna be fast and furious. I can promise you that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, not last. You got next one will be for the women's championship belt. It's gonna be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. This one's gonna be very interesting. You got
you're leaving something out, Jeff. You're leaving something out. It's not 1-on-1. It's a triple threat.
Did they update? This is what I got from.
I'll correct your audience. It's Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley.
So they did add her back.
Rightfully so. First of all, Rhea should never lost the title in the first place.
True.
I mean, obviously Bianca didn't do it intentionally, but she cost her the title, so rightfully so.
Right. Well, keep in mind the reason why that happened because basically there's like a recipe for disaster. I don't know why they put Bianca as referee. There's almost like a recipe for disaster, but that's what happened. But my point being that I got the information about the card from Extra. I thought it was updated. My bad. I didn't know. I'm glad you updated it. But in terms of it's going to be Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Keep in mind though, Io Sky do not have to get pinned to lose the belts. That's the irony of it all. That's the danger of being in a triple threat match like that.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
The terms of speed and agility, I give it to Io Sky all day, but it comes to the brute power, and I'll give it to Bianca and Rhea Ripley every day. But in terms of who's going to win, I'm not going to lie, between Bianca and Rhea Ripley, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. But don't fall asleep on Io yet. She might be the one to somehow pull off a win and surprise those two. So I don't know. I'm not going to say who because I honestly don't know. You probably have an idea who's going to win.
My pick is Rhea Ripley, brother.
I know. I think you pick her, but I can't say it's her because I honestly don't know. I can feel deep in my brain, so it's going to be a surprise. It was Rhea Ripley.
Io, I met Io at the Garden a month ago when I went to Raw. She's sweet as hell.
Right. So like I said, I met Bianca Belair. She's very nice and all that. But like I said, if I got to pick 2 at least, I got to be honest. So it's going to be either Bianca Belair. She came to Johnstown,
Oh,
2017.
that's right. NXT when NXT went up there. That's right.
Well,
Shoot.
not just not that I met her. I also met Street Profits there as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Angela Dawkins. That's a big dude. That's a big dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised the guy's close to your height. He's not a short dude. That's a big dude. But I'm going back to Bianca Belair. My point being, like, if I got to pick the top two, it's going to be with Bianca Belair or Rhea Ripley. But I can't say beyond shadow of a doubt because Io Sky might surprise all of us. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to leave. I'm just going to enjoy the match and leave it from there. Simple as that.
Good point.
Okay. Of course, you can't forget the main event. You can't forget about the American Nightmare versus the Turncoat, Mr. I Can't See Me, John Cena.
Yeah, Baldy over there, yeah.
Or you can't see my balls. Or you can't see my ball spot, Cena.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All I know is that when I still think back when I think it was from the Elimination Chamber, if I'm correct, when The Rock needed to answer for Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes declined, and John Cena hugged him, and John Cena was looking at The Rock, and the face he made told me everything. I'm thinking shades of Judas. I'm thinking like not since the Great Betrayal, and all of a sudden like then he gave Cody the nastiest cheap shot scene, and that was it, and beat the brakes off of Cody. I was shocked. I'm like, wow. The Rock got involved, took the rest of the belt, and started whooping Cody Rhodes. I'm going like, and here's my thing though, bro. Here's my prediction. I want Cody Rhodes to win so bad that you shut John Cena up. John Cena threatened to win the belt and walk away. He's trying to do the same thing CM Punk did technically. Took the belt and went home with it. But here's the thing, and this is what I'm worried about. I have a gut feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, bro. I want to be wrong so bad. I have a bad feeling that Cody might lose the belt, and here's the reason why. Hear me out. Because John Cena might get the help, not from The Rock, but from Ric Flair. And there's a reason why. Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, Cody's dad, had beef going many decades ago. And Ric Flair wants to see John reach number 17 and all that. So
bro, not to be a buzz killer, but Dick Flair won't be there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty positive.
Here's the thing. We didn't think Alexa Bliss gonna be there, but she was there. Doing the Elimination
No, I knew
Chamber.
she was coming. I knew she was gonna be at the Rumble.
I didn't expect it. People said she wasn't, but she showed up. And you can't say 100%
They were
sure.
throwing people off. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, like I said, you can't say if you're shadow down, Ric Flair will be gone. Don't get me wrong. If Ric Flair doesn't show up, I'm not gonna be deeply disappointed. I'd be surprised, but I'm not gonna be deeply disappointed either. But here's the thing, though. If John Cena wins, he'll beat Ric Flair. He has 17 championship wins. He will cement his legacy. He'll take the belt and go home. But the story's not going to end with Cody Rhodes. Somehow, some way, he'll get the belt back one way or the other.
I see Cody keeping it because Cena's not going to be there full time, and they're not going to keep doing that with this part time crap. You know what I mean? And the next pay per view coming up after this is Backlash in St. Louis. So I see Cody retaining, and his next opponent, meaning Cody, is going to be Randy Orton.
That'd be good. That'd be really good. No question, but that'd be really good.
Yep. But we'll have to see though, you know.
Exactly. Like I said, don't be wrong. I want Cody to win so bad. In fact, I'm pulling for Cody Reed. I just got that sneaky feeling that, Ric Flair might be the one to cause Cody the match. And don't be too shocked if The Rock would try to do something too. Don't be too surprised. Because The Rock tried the last minute.
Yeah, we'll see, right?
Exactly. I'm not gonna say. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's written in stone because I can't see the future and all that stuff. But will I be surprised? Like say if The Rock interferes? No, I would not be surprised. Will I be surprised if Ric Flair interferes? I will be surprised. But I want Cody Rhodes to win. Period. Because he's the American Nightmare, and he's doing a great job. And he's a big time mover of merchandise. He's moving merch like crazy.
Oh, Cody always does.
Like I said, the funny thing is like I still look back. I say like his humble beginnings. He started from being Stardust. Now he became a main eventer. I say he came through circle, and I could not be happier, man. I could not be happier.
No doubt about it. Same here.
Yeah, but other than that though, like I said, I'm ready to end this live stream. But any final thoughts on WrestleMania in general? I think it's gonna be a heck of a WrestleMania. It's gonna be
I am. I'm excited. I just can't hide it.
Oh, I believe, like I said, I still remember the day. And folks, I still gotta say this. I thank this guy here, Howard Guy Flat. I still gotta thank you for letting me see my first WrestleMania in New Jersey. It was like at the MetLife Center. It was an experience.
MetLife Stadium at WrestleMania 35, which ironically, this past Monday made 6 years to the day.
Yeah, that was like something I would never forget. Though between WrestleMania 35,
we had a blast on.
WrestleMania Access was mind blowing itself as well. As like they had displays where you got statues of Andre the Giant. They have handprints of Andre the Giant. As you can tell, folks.
Yeah, we went to Access. So you mean Access before they changed the name? But yes.
Yeah, like I said, like they got the handprints of Andre the Giant, and it's like my hands are not tiny and all that stuff, but Andre's hands are gigantic. His has like bear paws and all that. His head's just ridiculously gigantic.
Yeah, Jeff, don't forget, one of the things we did at Access is we got to go in the actual WrestleMania 1 ring, the actual ring that they had at WrestleMania 1 at Madison Square Garden.
That was crazy.
And we got to go into Piper's Pit.
Yes, that was pretty awesome. Between that, the first ring for WrestleMania, that was something you would never forget. Ring. I mean, the area for Piper's Pit, that's mind blowing as well. I mean, like, wow. Then like,
and Jeff, don't forget the little Snicker story. We got a bunch of free Snicker bars and the bod spray. I'll show you, not the bod spray, the tap out spray. But we had all these Snicker bars, and one of the Snickers bars you were allergic to. I don't know what one it was. It wasn't all of them. It was one of them that made you allergic.
I think I broke the hives. I was not happy about that. That's and the funny part, in terms like pistachios, I ate pistachios, cashews, all sorts of all those stuff. Like that doesn't bother me, but I don't think it's the nuts themselves. I think it's the chemicals.
One of the bars, because the other bars,
yeah, that's it. I don't think it's the nuts themselves. I think it's whatever like chemicals in the candy bars that make me react like that. That's what I can think of.
Right. Oh, Jeff, let's tell this. I know we're going down memory lane here. Let's talk about the infamous IHOP story before we went to Access.
Okay, folks. Anybody who's familiar with IHOP, International House of Pancakes, bro. Here's the thing. How can you screw that up? How can you screw that up? It's impossible to screw up IHOP, but somehow to find a way in Brooklyn. I'm not gonna mention where in Brooklyn. I'm not. Because I don't want the franchise to sue me. But here's the thing, though. I've been to IHOP in New York. I've been to IHOP in Pennsylvania. I've been to IHOP in between. I have no problems except this one in Brooklyn. And Russ can testify, it is the worst service imaginable. Don't you agree, bro?
I agree.
I mean, like
1,000%.
I mean, like, it got to the point where we went there super early to get some breakfast. We got there. There's a bunch of kids coming from a club. They've been waiting like about an hour or so waiting for their order. I think, like, these kids have been waiting for an hour. They have to get served. Are you serious? I kind of shake my head like, wow. And the food was great, but the service was horrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. Never again, bro.
I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And like I said, like normally if I go to places like that, I usually tip. This is the first time I say, like, these people getting no tip. I'll pay for the bill, but that person ain't getting no tip. Period.
Yeah, never getting service either.
No. I say no way. I'll go elsewhere, but not there. I know that sucked. That kind of. I was surprised. I was surprised and disappointed that a franchise like IHOP was that bad in that part of Brooklyn. But like I agree with you, never again. Never again.
Yeah, exactly. But we can't leave out the Hall of Fame. It was a great Hall of Fame, even though some little incident happened with Bret Hart. But
Okay, this is same. Okay, this is probably the same WrestleMania that me and Russ went to. And it was like me and Russ got dressed up and all that stuff. I think we went to Access all dressed up, and then we went to
Yeah.
Hall of Fame afterwards. And then we
Yeah.
was like,
We were dressed up because after Access, we had to shoot right over for the Hall of Fame.
Yep. And we was like dressed up as ways. We watched the whole ceremony and all that. It was Bret Hart. Now they're not going to show it for obvious reasons, which I respect that. But
Oh, and
me
by
and
the way,
Russ
that
saw
Macy's you bought your dress shirt at or your clothes at, they're closing that store.
which store?
Macy's, that's where you went to go get your clothes.
No, seriously.
Yeah, that's one of the shuttered stores that are closing.
All I say, COVID did a number a lot of companies. They did a nasty number of the companies.
Well,
I'm telling you. Right
yes, but in this case, it's because everybody likes to do their shopping online now, Jeff. That's the problem
too.
now.
That's true. No, I agree.
That
I
was
know.
going on before COVID, but COVID didn't help.
Exactly. My point, though. Well, here's the sad thing. I thought my mall in Johnstown was the only mall that hit that bad because there's a lot of stores being closed. But here's the weird thing. I went to Altoona. Now, Altoona is a bigger city than Johnstown. It's a much bigger city than Johnstown. I went to the Logan Valley Mall. And before, like about a few years before, Logan Valley Mall, it was booming. It was happening. I went there. Some stores are closing there too. I was shocked.
Right.
Because I went, I think it was last week, I stopped by the mall because I went to Altoona earlier. So I could run to the bathroom real quick. I went inside. There's some stores closed up as well. I said, like, stores closed up. There's some empty spaces. I was like, what the heck's going on? But like I said, because people going online to shop instead of going to the actual mall, which is sad.
Yeah, it is. It really is, bro.
But going back to the thing with Bret Hart was doing a speech for half an hour, and I don't know who the heck. Oh, come on. Really? Hold on. Once again we lost Russ. What the heck's going on? This is ridiculous. Oh, before I forget, let me check on Facebook. Cause I know Pepper got people going like, Jeff, man, why are you ignoring us? I didn't mean to ignore you guys. Not my intention. Hold on, Russ. I see you. There, bro?
Yeah, this is getting ridiculous, bro. That's twice now.
Okay, maybe wind this down real quick because this is unfair, man. Like I said, it's unfair. I don't know why
Dude,
it does
I'm sorry,
that.
man. It ain't my fault. I'm trying to stay on here.
No, it's not your fault. That's what drives me crazy. It's not your fault at all. I'm going, like, why do you keep doing it, man? Why do you keep doing it?
This is what we call technical difficulties in the electronic industries.
In other words, Zuckerberg, thanks for nothing.
Yep. So that's why his name's Zuckerberg.
But other than that, bro, like I said, Russ, I want to thank you very much. And here's the thing: after WrestleMania, we got to talk, bro. After WrestleMania, we got to talk because, like,
we are going to talk. Absolutely.
We got. In fact, after WrestleMania,
You also got to let me know what's going on with SummerSlam, man, because we want the clique wants to reunite, man. You got to let me know if you can do it. Hopefully, you can do it.
If I can, okay, if I can. But bro, I gotta get ready to end. I got ready to end the live stream and all that stuff. But bro, I'll probably give you a call. I'll probably give you a call back usual time, 10 o'clock, and we finish our conversation. And bro,
yeah, that should be enough time. I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee, get a couple of things done. That's plenty of time. It's already 9:32, so that's fine.
Okay, bro. I'll talk to you later, man. Thank you once again. And folks, once again, you just heard from the Horror Guy for life, my best friend from New York, Mr. Russ Lunati, Mr. Wrestlemania Encyclopedia. Thank you once again, Russ. Take a bow.
Thanks, man. Take care, bro.
Okay, bro. And everybody else on This Week at JTT, I gotta get going. After that, folks, peace and love.
I want to talk to you real quick. Who wants to walk with JTT?
I do. Okay, bro, we're out of here. We're going to the outro, bro. Peace out, folks.